Wait a minute, you ain't got a balance?
We are here.
Yeah. Lives are going to change.
I'm looking forward to it.
Lives are going to change.
Miles, same.
That's what he said. We'll see when we go into the car. Show my hand.
Hey, I can't see myself.
Like, hey, that's me.
No, we need someone to take the shot.
Watching the Comic Con 2, Heroes Con 2024. Peace. The spirits. So who's going where?
We're going to California. Get you that Godzilla.
I got my headset on. If y'all need me, call me.
Hey man. Well, okay. So I'm following Raul and them.
Okay. Call me.
But
I got my headset. Call me if you need me.
I can't buy that. Not right now, man. That can't be the first purchase, man. I'm gonna have to let her know.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna let her know. Look, I gotta find some comics first, baby. When I find these comics, then I'll come back and talk to you. But until then, baby. And Chris Claremont's down this way too?
Fairmont's somewhere.
Man, I don't even know where to start, man. This is crazy. She's in the 500 aisle, ain't she?
They even got books down this aisle. Look.
That's insane, man. I was just telling Jace, I don't know where to start.
I'm gonna start in one and work my way off.
How you doing?
You ain't gonna hear no PA speaking like me. No music black. Saturday. There she is.
Now, does she have to change her name to North Carolina Blend while she's in the state?
That's a great question. Don't know. Hello, California Blend, aka Gallagher. Hello. And I will be back later to pick this up, yes. Yes. Yes, excuse me? Of course. How dare you insult my intelligence? No, I'm just kidding. How are you, ma'am? First time I've actually been.
He was in Korean War. He's out of France. Terrible war, though.
Now, what you trying to spend on John's side?
Uh-oh.
Depends.
Uh-oh.
What'd you think?
Is that a little too high?
So y'all
$3 grand?
You're not far from
Oh, I ain't got that much, man. What's the
I'm just trying to find out.
Yeah.
I need to know a number. What can actually really pay?
well, if it's a low grade, man,
I think he went for your
12, 13, low grade.
Because he got some good quality.
Man, that's hot, man.
I need to know these numbers so when I pick up, because I'll be seeing stuff throughout the day, and I need to know. So
Appreciate it. So all this is golden age stuff?
is Matt from the Comic Hall crew, and I am with Mr. Perez. Mr. Perez, tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, I started in 1970 when I was 10 years old, collecting comics. I got trained by a comic book store, and I dedicated myself to collect only high-grade comic books. Right now, I have 120 boxes of high-grade books, world books, and this is my 3rd year selling them.
Right, so one of the coolest things about Mr. Perez, and this is my 2nd year at Heroes Con, but I've been to cons all over the country. And I can tell you this, man, he has one of our buddies was going on about his booth last night at dinner. He just kept on and on and on and on. He said, man, you gotta see it, you gotta see it. So he brought me over early today. And I'm here to tell you, man, this is one of the cleanest comic collections I have ever seen out of a person's collection. And I've seen a lot of books, man.
Appreciate that. That's my passion.
Yeah, when you can walk in, this is Spectacular Spider-Man, and we all know how overrated Spectacular Spider-Man is. When you can pull out a book and you see how clean that is, and this is without a press. This is the kick about this. It's without a press, and you can just see how clean. And it's just not one, it's boxes. Now I'm going to show you something cool in just a second, but I want to ask him a few more questions. Mr. Perez, so this is your 1st year at Heroes Con?
No, this is my 3rd.
This is your 3rd. So how has it been this year for you?
Oh, great. Yeah, great. So it's great. People are those long-time collectors are really looking for those high grade. And when they see my booth, they go, oh my God, I've been looking for that item for so many years in high grade. Mr. Perez, I'm glad you have it. And I always accept reasonable offers.
Awesome. And I tell everybody, we've been saying throughout this entire time we've been interviewing people, this is the best show that I can think of. We've done for comic books.
That's why I'm here, because up to 3 years ago, I wasn't selling books.
Yeah.
But they asked me to come to this one. I love it, and this is my 3rd year.
Just quickly, if you don't mind, can you pull it just whatever people off right here? Let's come over here, Jeff. I want to show y'all how clean these books are. I want you to see this. Look how clean that is out of personal collection. Just look how clean the book is.
No panning.
Yeah.
No white pages.
And then the Captain America is just above. And just you can see right here if you look the X-Men there. Look how white that is. Look how white those books are. Look at it.
This is 104.
Yeah. That's without a press. So this, what's your Mr. Perez, what's your booth name again? So
LP Comics and Collectibles.
LP Comics and Collectibles. Make sure you stop by here, man. Are you gonna be here next year?
Oh yes, always here. 1371, 1471.
Make sure you're here. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip at the floor.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers. Yeah, so like one of the coolest things about this con is that you're able to just walk around and just do so much, man. And people are, you got artists, artists are very personable. Lines aren't that bad, especially on Sunday. Now, let me tell you, this year is my 1st year on Sunday, and I can tell you, man, Sunday is. I talked to someone recently, man. They were saying that Sunday is just like Friday, and it's a case of where you're able to go out and get whatever you want as far as stuff being signed and not have an issue at all. And as you see, there's no lines. Artists are still doing their thing, chilling out. And it's just a lot of different things. Excuse me, brother. How y'all doing, man? All right. And you're able to just kind of walk around, The coolest things, man, about coming to Heroes Con is just you got rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of comic books. You know, and so there's something here for everybody. And so this is why I tell everybody, like, this is, if you are looking for the premier comic book convention in the United States, this is it. I've never been to Baltimore Comic Con, but I've heard that's it's right. I heard this is like right neck and neck. But this is an old school comic book convention. This is not a bunch of pop culture. Yeah, they've got a few things here, but it's not like, you know, what most cons have become. You know, this is it. People are here making deals. People are making sales. You're gonna find something you're looking for. I guarantee you, this is here. So we're gonna hit up a couple of booths. I'm gonna take y'all to one booth and let y'all see some of the quality of some of these books that are here at the show. So let's go for a tour. So matter of fact, we'll go over here and get one out. We'll get one of the guys we did some business with on yesterday.
I'm here with my mom, dad. She rented the house really close. So.
Bro, you come over here for just a second, man. I want to give you some shine. Yeah. So when we got to the show yesterday, this is one of the first booths that we hit up yesterday, and this is, what's your name, bro?
Ryan Porter.
And this is Goldberg. This is Bill Goldberg from DT Comics, man, and he gave us a beautiful deal on some books. We bought two Lobos. Is one still available? Is the other Lobo still available?
Hey, I got a story about that, because the Lobo that I said, Killer B Comics saw it, and he came over here to get that copy.
Yeah. I knew that book wasn't gonna last. Somebody told me about it, that they wanted it last night. I just was like, nah, I'm not even. I knew it was gonna be gone by now, but we bought those books, man, and then today, Al, which is he'll show y'all a little later on what he got today. But how has the show been this year? Because for me, it looks like it was busier than last year.
Very good this year. Very good. You're divine. I think it's become more of a collector's market rather than driven by the movies or the TV. People come out to buy the key books. Things mean something to them, buying back their childhood. It's been a very busy thing, sir.
Why don't you have an L48?
Yeah, it's been a very busy weekend so far. Friday was fantastic. Today's was good. We're looking for the big books.
Yeah.
They're here to buy the big stuff.
Now, do you travel across the country? Or do you just do this show?
A limited number of shows. We all have our regular jobs, so we do a limited number of shows here. Lexington's also a phenomenal show. Great collector show, and then we do a couple other local shows as well in Cincinnati and local shows.
But hands down, this is if you want books, this is
greatest. I've not been to Baltimore, which people rave about as well, but to me, this is the greatest collector show in the country.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, man. There you go. Give me a fair noise in his mouth. So
awesome.
Awesome. Appreciate you, man.
Take care of you.
All right, folks. We are at Heroes Con 2024 here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. I have been at this building for probably about an hour and a half talking and looking at comic books. This is Eastgate Comics, and I'm going to let the gentleman in front of the camera introduce himself and tell you where he's from. So he's going to do that for me.
Sure. My name is Fred Wright Jr. I'm the owner of Eastgate Comics, based out of High Point, North Carolina.
And I'm telling you, he has some good stuff. Like I said, I've been here for an hour and a half. It's kind of crazy. We actually were talking about a whole bunch of stuff we got on YouTube. He happens to know one of the viewers that I knew from Georgia, because y'all know we from Georgia. So it's a small world, even though I'm in another state. So Fred, can you tell everybody how long you've been in business?
I've been in the comic business for about 6 years. And,
6 years, okay. And how did you get started in the comic business?
My dad got me into collect, and so then my daughter was like, she's about 9 years old. She was like, you know what? It's probably a good idea we started a comic book store, and Mom would be glad we get all these boxes out of the house. I was like, okay, we'll look into it. But I own a car audio and video business, so we merged the comic business in with our car stereo store. We've been in the car audio business for about 45 years.
Oh, wow.
We started the comic store, and it was kind of our little project, daddy-daughter project, that grew much bigger than we had probably anticipated.
Ooh.
But we carried new titles, back issues, and then, of course, we set up a con.
Okay. So do you have any type of fortes, Silver Age, Golden Age, Modern, or is it just everything?
We're kind of a little bit of everything. You know, we do a lot of primarily back issues wise though. I guess bronze more so, silver when we can get, you know, good quality silver. But yeah, we used to carry a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yep, old westerns, 50s westerns, you know, a little bit of adult age stuff. So a little bit of everything.
Okay, cool. And how does the dynamic of the car audio and the comic book shop work?
You know, it's interesting. We first opened the comic portion of it. The very first day, I had, you know, I told my daughter we'll sell our collection and get the store started.
Mm-hmm.
So we put up a whole wall of books, and most of them were gone like the first Saturday we put them out. We found out a lot of our customers in the car audio realm were already comic books. And we hadn't had a store in our area, well, in High Point, probably in about 10 years or so. So, and then it just kind of caught wildfire.
And you know what? One thing that I've learned about just being in comic books is that comic books can be the common denominator for so much. Once you get into comic books, like, hey man, you know, I do a little baking, or hey man, you know, I skip rope, or whatever the situation is. Like, hey, I do that too.
Bridges gaps,
it really does. It bridges a lot of gaps and everything. So let me ask you this: where can they find you on the internet, and where can they find you in High Point?
Basically, we're in High Point on East Chester Drive, right in the center, kind of in the center of the city. It's a retail section, but you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Eastgate Comics. Basically, just Eastgate Comics on either profile, and then also Eastgate Comic Con. We run 2 cons a year. One in the spring, one in the fall, and we're both on Instagram and Facebook.
Right on, right on. Anything you want to maybe tell anybody in reference to the comic book game, how to get started, what to look for, what they should actually, you know, aspire to do?
Biggest thing is try to look at as much of what you like as possible.
Right.
Then when you see something that doesn't really look familiar or you're not necessarily interested in it, look at it anyway. Because you can hit a yard sale, you could be anywhere, recognize a cover, and somebody's probably could give it. They may even wind up giving it to you. And a lot of people, you know, I'll pose this question to you.
Okay.
Al. So, do you know where all the most valuable comic books in the world are?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say storage units, mom and pop shops.
In the trash, because people throw them away. So, quick story about my dad. So, my dad is he'll be 80 this year. His cousin is 12 years older than him.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a kid in the 40s, he's a kid in the 50s. Mm-hmm. And they had a huge cedar chest that sat at the foot of her mother's bed. Mm-hmm. And they had a complete run of action comics, complete run of detective comics. Ooh. And every Western comic, because my dad's used Westerns and that, they had all of them, including any black cowboy, they had it all, okay? And so when he got me into collecting, and I was probably like in high school, he was like, you know what? You need to go down and pick those books up from her. I was like, what books? He's like, oh, they're in that cedar chest. I said, okay. So he calls his aunt up and says, hey, you gonna come down and, you know, it's about an hour drive, pick those books up. She said, Freddie, you just missed it. I did spring cleaning and I burned all of them. Oh, God. And I was like, and then, you know, it was messed up. I was heartbroken. Yeah. But then now my dad tells that story with what those books are worth now.
Action Comics just sold for a couple $1 million.
$3 million, yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoa. And so she burned them. But a lot of people did that because they had dates on them. Right. And it was like newspapers and everything else. Like, oh, it's expired. That's old news. I don't need it. Right. And a lot of people think that way. And you'd be amazed. You know, they might be struggling financially and they burn probably a life-changing event on something that most people think is absolutely worthless.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know, you come to find out that my mom, she didn't burn nothing as, you know, expensive as that. But it was a lot of stuff, you know, especially nowadays, you know, with the retro games and toys and, you know, everything that we grew up on is now desirable. And she sold a couple of Transformers for me at a yard sale because I wasn't playing with them. But it is what it is. Yep, you know, that's
it
what
is. Unfortunately, so I just tell people, you know, basically, whatever it is that you really like or you grew up on, go back and start looking and paying attention to it. It's like, because there's a whole other world that a lot of times that we don't get introduced to.
Right.
Because we just don't know. Yep. You know? Okay. And, you know, information is powerful as always.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all go and look up Fred and Eastgate Comics on Instagram, his Facebook, and everywhere else he might be. Thank you so much for your time, Fred. I appreciate that, man. If you are, well,
Never mind, because this is the third day of the Heroes Con. So after the day, it's gonna be over. But he normally is here every year. So y'all watch this video. Y'all plan on coming to the con next year. Come check out Fred. He got some good stuff.
Yes.
Fred, thank you so much, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
Man. Thank you.
Over here with Brother Larry. Brother Larry, what you doing, brother?
Trying to finish this runs. See if I can get 50 books for $50.
50 books for $50, man. And this is on what day? What?
Day 3.
Day 3. Yeah, this is what you get when you come to Heroes Con. It's about sale, sale, sale. Look at it. $2 comics. As far as the eye can see, all over the place. Look. All over the place, you know. All books, a little bit of everything. And you know what the coolest thing about this particular area is if you step out this way, you'll go. Watch this. You're gonna turn around, and this is just one whole aisle right here. And this is just as you walk through. So this is why I said, you know, people, you gotta come to Heroes Con. Yeah, you might not see some prices up here that might not fancy you, but I guarantee if you walk around, you'll find some stuff. And while I'm here, you know, I always love to do, you must be out your damn mind. And so we told y'all that y'all had a chance to, y'all could have got this book for cheap if you waited, and here you go, look, 9.6, $200. People were splashing the cash, going but wow. Good stuff. First Johnny Quest right there. Awesome book. Cool. It's a fun book, man. This is Matt from the Comic Hall crew, and we are with Daisha. I hope I got that right. That right? Boom, I got it right. All right. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
That's fine. How are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having a wonderful time.
Is this your first time at Heroes Con?
It is not. I've been going to Heroes Con since 2015, so it's been my however many that is con.
So what's your favorite thing about the con? So long.
My favorite thing is dressing up and getting all the comics, because you can find some really good comics at Heroes Con. There's really good deals on comics. They have good vendors. They have good artists. They have good indie comics. Like if you're just about comics, come to Heroes Con.
Awesome. Sweet. Appreciate it. Nice. And 3, 2, 1. My name is Matt from the Comic Hall crew, and we are with
Zach Johnson from Ultimate Comics.
Zach from Ultimate Comics. Zach. So this is day 3.
Yeah.
And is this your first Heroes Con?
This is actually my first Heroes Con. Ultimate's been doing it forever, but it's my first time doing it.
So, bro, as a vendor, man, what is it like being this being your first year?
Yeah, it's been a little overwhelming at times, but it's been a lot of fun to sell these books that I put in time prepping for, all these like keys and world books that we have. And just getting to share the love for comics with all these customers. It's been really cool.
Sweet, man. So is this something that you can see yourself doing, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been working for Ultimate for a little over 3 years now, and really enjoying it, and I love doing this.
So, you know, look, me and you, we bumped into each other earlier today, man.
Yeah.
And so we both know we're both buying. But, you know, what is it like looking at this? You know, this is your first one, and then you're coming in. It's from the not from the vendor aspect, but from the buyer. What is it like when you walking in and someone? This is your first year. Was it like, wow, I've never seen anything like this? Or was it?
Yes, it was like I hadn't seen so many golden age books at one convention, and super cool. And I got a couple for myself.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're winning. Let me throw this out there too, man. This year for me, because I went last year. Last year was my first year.
Yeah.
This year the books, Golden Age was so, but they're plentiful. They're plentiful, and you're still able to walk out here with good deals. Yeah. Like every day I've been able to walk out with something decent, man. And that's why I tell people, man, if you want comic books, this is the place to be.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Zach, get back to selling, make some money, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks so much, man. All right, we're going old school. We hadn't done this in a minute. Larry, so what you think about the show, man, so far?
Man, books. If you want comic show, not fan expo, not stars everywhere, but for the Vampire Slayer or Supernatural, come to Heroes Con. You turn the corner, it's like, wow, books, books, books. Save your money. Next year, Father's Day weekend, Heroes Con 24.
I got to go to the shop and hire them.
Highly agree. Yeah.
I'm doing video now, so video footage of Heroes Con 2024.
Yes.
We have a variety of comic collectors here today. Fascinating indeed, yes. Oh look, we have Mastodon, and we have Jace, and we have Puff Comics, and we have Xavier, Larry Crocker, Jeff, John Mayo. Yes, John Mayo's in the house. Bronze Age Byron, aka Shazam Man, Stone Cold, Nate. Yeah, nodding their heads. You know, a lot of times when I take videos of this, I'll just go back and watch it. It's like, yeah, I had a really good time that weekend.